Good morning, Chris. Good morning, viewers of NTV, and welcome to Morning at NTV. We are coming to you live from Normal Gallery. Today, we are in the House of Art, and we are going to be talking art. This morning, we are going to speak to Benjamin Solombi. Those that have been in the industry of art, you know, you've seen and know his kind of work he does. And so, there's an exhibition that is starting today. It's called Echoes of Disorder. We're going to talk to Solo to tell us what exactly is happening today. Precisely, Benja, tell us about Echoes of Disorder and the Solo exhibition.
Okay, my name is Solombi Benjamin, once again. And Echoes of Disorder is a solo exhibition that is dealing with the disorder of life in society. Echoes of Exhibition, the main theme, one of the main themes is about the echoes behind identity and character of people and how it fosters relationships or the success of relationships and partnerships in society. So the exhibition is mainly looking at different personalities and it's mainly informed by how people approach life in society and how they interact and how they, let's say, how they work together or how they fall apart in their relationships in society. So in that sense, there is, in order there is disorder, and disorder is necessary for a certain level of order to be balanced in this exhibition. So what we're looking at is, when you're looking at a person, for example, if you're looking at a person and you interact with a person, there is a shadow or an echo that you're not seeing that goes beyond the physical manifestation of their behavior or their interaction. So, and the exhibition is dealing with that invisible self, that echo, that is beyond what you see when you interact. That is beyond what you see when people are in a relationship, maybe like in a marriage, in a friendship, maybe in like a work setting. What makes people come together to work well, in sync? Is it only about having things in common? Or is there a necessity for a certain distortion or having things that are uncommon for this partnership to work? So
maybe Benja, we're talking about art and probably abstract.
Yeah.
To kind of continue illustrating to our viewers,
yes,
we want to use a sample of this painting, Pilgrims at the Sea.
Yes.
What you've been describing of the Echoes of Disorder.
Yes.
What is happening in this painting, briefly? Because we don't want to kill the mood for people who are going to be coming here too.
Yes.
But maybe we can use this as a sample.
Okay. We're using this as a sample. Pilgrims at Sea speaks of, it has a theme predominantly of destiny. So Pilgrims at Sea is looking at people. These are figures of women. They are symbolic. They are symbolic of how people navigate life. They are symbolic to the things they meet and how they grow in character, in the way they approach life. So it's looking at life as a boat. That is, as you can see, life can be abstract. So if you look at this painting, you can see these women in a boat. They have a realistic element, but also an abstract element. A realistic element that you can relate to, you can see that they are women. You can see their faces, you can see they are veiled. But then there's also the abstract element when you go down here. Okay? And that brings to light how life can be abstract and unpredictable. Things don't happen in the way you always plan. Yeah. Okay? So you can find corners and these, so you have to navigate. So this painting can kind of like explains that on canvas. Okay? In color and figures. So that's basically like the core of Pilgrims at Sea. That's the core of it.
I know March has been described as a month for women.
Yes.
When I look around most of the works that are here,
Yes.
that you've done, they are predominantly women paintings and works. Why are you concentrating so much on women?
The truth is, these works are very much informed by the women that I interact with. I come from a family that is predominantly, has a very strong feminine presence, being one of the only boys among very many girls. So my art has been influenced by their mannerisms and interactions. So growing up, I kind of grew into listening so much to their conversations, mostly passively, mostly passively, and that led me to imagine and also kind of get like a perspective of what they're dealing with and how they approach life. So from it kind of started putting me in a place that became a habit, whereby if I'm to understand people, most times I understand them better if I'm passively listening to their conversations, and how maybe they're complaining about something, so these paintings are predominantly about women. They are influenced by the women I've interacted with in my life, and it has led me to kind of like to be inclined to use women figures of women in my paintings, which represent, even when I'm looking at a man, most times I will use a figure of a woman to kind of bring out what that man is dealing with. So that's what my paintings are all about. They're not specifically talking about women. This is what women are dealing with. It's a broad spectrum. Okay.
Well, some artists said that art helps us see the world in different ways.
Yes.
If you look at artists in Uganda, are they portraying what we go through as a country in Uganda and society generally?
Yes, very much so. Very much so, because you can't portray what you haven't experienced. You can only portray what you've experienced, whether you know it or not, subconsciously or like consciously. You're always like it always rubs off on you, even if you kind of like doing, even if it's instantaneous, it's not coming from out of nowhere. It's about how the things you've collided with in life, that's what informs your creativity. Creativity. Even when you're looking maybe like at the internet or whatever, you're going to be inspired by something that you're seeing or experiencing before you can go do it. So.
Okay, let's get back to Echoes of Disorder. Art seems to be a very expensive venture, if you understand it. I don't want to tell people how much these paintings I've seen here they cost, but are Ugandans getting to that way where they can appreciate art and say, let me go to Benja and buy this painting? Are we there yet?
What I can say is that we're getting there. We're getting there. Ugandans are growing to appreciate art much more and to invest in it. But we still have a long way to go. But we're getting there because the world is moving fast, and with things like AI creating very alternative visual impressions. People are growing to be like, they see something on the phone, then they're like, okay, this is art, then they can go to the gallery.
Benja, probably we want to move around,
okay.
But I want to understand, if we have exhibitions like Echoes of Disorder
yes.
regularly, do you think they will have an impact on improving access to art by Ugandans and starting to appreciate it?
I'm sure it will. Because there has to be activity in order for people to know what's going on. because if the art circles are inactive, then people won't be motivated. So if we do more exhibitions, if artists carry out more exhibitions and maybe market them in different circles, put them out there, and encourage people that, it's free to come and see. You're not paying anything. It's not like a music show whereby you have to pay for entrance. Just come.
Maybe a moment.
Yes.
So me coming here to do window shopping, if I may call it that way, it's free of charge.
Totally free of charge. Totally free of charge.
Okay. And so people who are intending to come and experience these paintings from today, the 21st and 20th, until 20th April, what do they expect to see beyond these paintings that you've exhibited or that you've pinned on the walls?
Beyond these paintings that you have exhibited, because art is supposed to inform the audience, but also affect, to have a profound effect. So what you expect to experience is you're going to start, when you come and see this art, you're going to first of all see some very abstract figures, okay? And that is going to push you to start pondering on why are these figures in these paintings. And then once you come and talk to the artist, and then look at the paintings again, you're going to start questioning basically where you stand in life and society, and also pondering on how maybe you can navigate better, and also questioning how the view you have of people, okay, and how you can foster relationships in the way that will benefit you better.
This room we are in is full of paintings. I can see the essence of a player. I can see together in the fray. For example, let's imagine if we started to talk about essence of a player, this particular one. Me as a journalist, let me call myself a layperson in art. Seems simple. How much time do you need to paint this picture?
Depends, because there's what we call a creative process. Because this picture, most times, for me, speaking for myself, these pictures always start like as an idea. Okay, you have this idea, like a thought, maybe a thought, one idea, or a flash of inspiration, and then I think about it, then start sketching it on paper. It doesn't start as a painting right away. I sketch it on paper, then edit it till it feels right. Then, okay, that's when I'm like, okay, right, let me stretch a canvas and put it on, because I feel like it's communicating something that I would like people to see. Okay, so by the time it gets to this place, it has gone through a series of processes. A series of processes that, as you will see in some of the works.
As we wind up the solo exhibition, Echoes of Disorder, what message do you have for people out there and calling on people to come and see what is happening here and probably have an appreciation of art?
The message I have for people out there is come out, like open your heart to come and see some art, because art informs. Art changes life. Art can transform the view of people, okay? Can transform community. And it can take you to a place whereby, you're thinking about, you're approaching life differently. You're thinking about work. It can take you to a place whereby you can solve certain issues by just looking at a painting, okay? And getting inspired and be like, okay, maybe I should approach this issue using such a direction. So that's one of the core values of art, because it's supposed to inform the community, transform the audience, and also there's an aspect of beauty, because you're going to come and appreciate a different perspective that the paintings are laying out for you. So come by, who knows?
Thank you so much, Benja. That is Benjamin Solombi, an artist, and I want to quote one of the the words that he has used in describing himself. Paintings are designed to foster emotional connections with audiences, prompting introspection and deeper conversations about individual and collective experiences. Just come here at Normal Gallery and experience what art has. Like I said, it helps us to understand how the world is moving through pictures. I am Juma Kiria, back to studios, Chris.